Here are 3 tech updates to get you through your Friday. AMD has announced 2 new graphics cards which may finally give Nvidia a run for their money. Here's what you need to know. With Nvidia's underwhelming 4060 Ti not being able to handle 1440p on max settings without DLSS 3 enabled, we needed something to let us know that newer budget cards are going to be able to offer us any kind of 1440p gaming experience. Things were looking bleak, and honestly, when we're talking about a card costing $300 to $400, you should be able to at least match what existing consoles can provide, right? Well, enter in AMD's 7700 and 7800 XT. Priced at $449 and $499 respectively, these cards are promising 70 and above FPS for bigger titles like The Last of Us Part 1 and Jedi Survivor, and for games like Modern Warfare 2, they might even break 100. That's with max 1440p graphics settings without any DLSS gimmicks. If that's true, it can really put Nvidia in a tight spot since the majority of their latest 40 series cards offered minimal performance over the last years. Aside from the DLSS 3 party trick, which they've limited to the latest cards only, but that's a whole other rant for another day. Now, there's a couple caveats. 1, these cards are a little larger than their competition, so they may not run on rigs for their intended audience. 2, these are just specs on a PowerPoint presentation until we actually have real-world tests, right? So once that happens, we might see a completely different story. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen though. And 3, I say no gimmicks, but AMD does have its own party trick, FSR 3. They did show this off as well, and it may make performance even higher. The point from earlier though is that even with it off, we might have a card that can finally make Nvidia and the card market competitive again, which we're desperate for. The 4-day Gamescom event is happening right now, and with it comes a ton of new game trailers and announcements. One of them is the next trailer for Fortnite's upcoming season titled Last Resort. Here's what you need to know. One thing that definitely seems to be a major feature this season is heists. While heists and secret agent themes aren't exactly new for the game, it does seem to me that there will be a lot of different tools and iterations this time around. You also have to contend with a vampire named Kato Thorn, which may or may not be a preview for the next Fortnitemares event soon. The trailer also showed some new digs and playable characters you can get in the Battle Pass. Of those, Thorn is one of them, as well as a muscled up fish stick and Ahsoka. Even though the trailer showed yesterday, the next season is playable as of today. What are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments. And finally, we got our first hands-on look at Sony's upcoming portable device, the PlayStation Portal, that launches later this year. Here's what you need to know. The PlayStation Portal is a $200 device that looks like a PS5 controller that was just cut in half, right down the middle to fit a screen. The screen in question is an 8-inch 1080p LCD screen that can run at only 60 FPS. Now, you might be asking, Sam, this must be more than just a screen and controller, right? Well, no. The Portal is made for remote play only, so its one party trick seems to be only being able to connect to your PS5 devices to play games on the go. Sony did say the device is nice because you can wake up your console from anywhere, but like, $200? When a Razer Kishi is $50? It's also a little awkward since we already have an app like PS Play, which features all of the same things. And you can use it on multiple screen sizes, so you're not limited to just an 8-inch screen. It seems like a weird niche to fill, and to be clear, the device does not even have Bluetooth either, so if you want headphones to play with, you'll need to use Sony's PlayStation earbuds that use PlayStation Link. It all just seems so bad. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm just being a little too harsh, but when we have things like the PSP and PS Vita, which could do so much more and then some, shelling out $200 for a controller that can only do one thing dependent on if the Wi-Fi is good is just a little lackluster to me. That's all I have for now. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you back here for some more tech tea.